Hello, my name is Sarim Patti, and this is my final assignment, the pivot for the Leadership Technology class at the Harvard Extension School. So let's get started. So what is our product? Our product is Analog Homebrewing System. This system enables users to create their own beer at home. The system includes a couple of devices and a kit of small products that helps the process. Apart from the um, physical aspect of the system, there is a website that helps you download different recipes, upload the customized recipes, go through the forums, troubleshoot your issues, and other valuable resources. The analog home brewing app provides the similar functionality. Um, However, it's more intuitive for people to be able to control the content of the kettle through and then other devices that can be controlled through it. So what does the system include? The first thing that it includes is the 5-gallon digital kettle. That kettle has a built-in Wi-Fi as well as an LCD that helps users set their settings digitally. After that, the next item is a digital heat and cool system that helps users adjust their settings. This is connected to the mobile app through a Bluetooth functionality. So from their phone, they can control the temperature of the kettle, and then a digital sensor, depending on so the digital sensor, the functionality of that is that it tells how much water's in the kettle based on the amount of water, how what the temperature setting should be. It also um, tells the user the different contents of the water, and the weight, and these kind of measurements that can help the user get those automatic notifications to be able to do different things. Okay. Analog home brewing app, we kind of touched on that already. So the functionality of an app is to uh, help a user cook the content that makes the beer. It provides step by step notifications and the process, for a user to create that beer. It's what it does is it communicates with the data, the infrastructure that we have set up for the home brewing system. So the video monitor, which is the third one over here, sends images to the sends images, and then the sensor sends other measured information to the server, and the server compiles that information, processes it, and provides notifications on the mobile app. And then the user can either accept it or reject it. Okay, moving on to the next slide. So this slide talks about the components, if we should build them or if we should outsource them. So the first one on the list is the Analog Beer app, the phone, the mobile app. So I think we should outsource that, because there's no point in hiring developers and paying them salary when it's a lot cheaper to just outsource it. The second thing is the maintenance of the app. I think we should have a contract with maybe the same company that's building the app, and then pay them a fee. Um, and then the physical devices, I think we should own the design of it and then the testing of it, but we will not be manufacturing it. We'll send a prototype to maybe China and take advantage of their cheap labor over there. The physical devices, I already mentioned that, we will have we will own the design, we will patent it, but manufacturing will be outsourced. Device firmware updates, we will hire contractors to do that, but we will test the the requirements before we release them. Similar to that, we server-side infrastructure updates. I think we will internally do that, just because that's our there's a lot of proprietary information over there. There's user data, financial information, so we will internally manage that and hold that. Um, Recipe building database, we will own that as well, because that's just personal. Um, uh, it's tied to people's personal information, their name, their addresses, and so we don't want to have an extra third party get access to that data. The software development will definitely outsource that, because it's cheaper to outsource than to hire software developer engineers and pay them salary on a monthly base. Okay. So what is our product roadmap? I've There's basically two stages of it. The first stage is where we're going to launch the product, and then we're going to utilize the agile methodology to upgrade the software and update the device firmwares. We will do that on a regular base until we get into the stage second, where it's more stabilized. We're in the first initial stage. We're also going to be doing a lot of promotional advertisement, and then we'll give out incentives to the sales rep that make the sales, as well as people who buy our products in the initial time frame, and we'll give them incentives as well. The second stage is where we expect the product to be more stabilized, and then we'll also continue to look for improvements and enhancements, and we'll take those through a change board that will prioritize them, and then use the resources accordingly. The other thing we want to do in that stage is continue to find ways to increase our sales, increase those social interactions, and promote our product. The third stage is build new devices and introduce them on the same platform, because that's our long-term goal, to have additional products run on the same platform with maybe small modifications. Data collection points that will help in our uh, the development of the product. So the first one is the drill down through the structured section. Basically, I want to be able to see how long is it taking. It'll kind of help me understand the website, how quickly people are maneuvering through the website pages, and then the functionality of the website. The FAQ section is very important. I want to know what people are searching for. So, for example, if it's the video monitor device, and people are looking extensively into that, troubleshooting issues and stuff. So I want to be able to, include that issue in the next upgrade that we do, so that we the solution for those the issue. And then the interface interaction, I want to see what people are clicking on the most, and what they're finding enjoyable. I also want to see the app feature utilization, which features are being utilized the most versus which are not being utilized, and why are they not being utilized, and if we can do something to for to the capability to have users use them more. The favorite beer recipes. I would like to create a top 10 list of the beer recipes. Put that on the website for users to enjoy. And then for the physical devices usage, I want to know that if they're being utilized properly, if people are finding hard to install them, or there's other issues that we can help resolve through the next software firmware update. And then what topics, lastly, what topics are people, searching the most. Okay. Sales and marketing. So we decided to use the following systems in help with sales and marketing. The first one is Google Analytics. We want to be able to figure out, after we gather some data, we want to figure out what the trend is, what people are interested, what's our target market, and then to be able to manage those potential customers. We'll utilize Salesforce services, and then we will also introduce an incentive programs for sales reps at the two distribution locations, the Amazon retail services, and then wine and liquor store. And then we'll also utilize Adobe Marketing Cloud to be able to see the progress of our marketing campaigns, and then we'll use Mailchimp to to market through the email and other sources. Again, in the paper, I have a lot more detail on the whole sales and marketing campaign, so please go through the paper. Okay, moving on to the next slide. So this slide talks about the development method. So there's going to be basically two categories. The first one is for the actual devices, the physical devices. For that, I recommend that we outsource the prototype to facilities elsewhere, just because we don't have the initial funding or enough funding to be able to afford the manufacturing facilities. The second category is the software development. We outsource the code development as well, but once we launch our product, we will own the upgrades and the firmware updates through an agile methodology. Okay. In conclusion, I want to say that we're building a platform, not just a product, but a platform. We're gonna have an infrastructure set up, and a technological infrastructure set up in the cloud. We will have the mobile app. We will have the website that will interact with that infrastructure. And the good thing about this whole creating the platform is that in the future, if we can come up with more creative products, we can launch them through the same setup. We won't have to invest massive amount of money in creating a new infrastructure and platform. So this platform, we just need to keep on improving and making progress on it, and then hope that our product will will sell. So thank you for listening. Have a good day.